Carson Beck's a player that's been through trials and tribulations in his football career. Now he'll start another trial that is his NFL career, and it started in Canton, Ohio on August 6th in the Hall of Fame game. Beck entered the NFL as the 65th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft to the Arizona Cardinals, the same Cardinals team who had Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew. With those guys being the ones making up that quarterback room, many fans and analysts have predicted that Carson Beck has a more than likely shot to play for the Arizona Cardinals at some point. In the Hall of Fame game, Carson Beck definitely did more to convince people that he does have that real chance to be the best option for Arizona. I'd say he did a lot right, but we'll start by highlighting the accuracy. Beck had a lot of throws into space, and time after time he was putting the ball in the correct spots. There's definitely meaning and significance to a passer's ability to deliver with precision and placement, and do that consistently. Here's a little keeper concept, and once that ball is snapped, Beck rolls and sees 46 in all of that space. The ball is laid out there so well, so catchable, and makes Jamison Gear's transition from catch to run much easier. Whenever he threw the ball, you feel like it was going to be catchable no matter where he was going. This is a different type of throw, but on this goal line fade, there's touch, it's really soft, and it's perfectly over the outside shoulder. Along with accuracy, Beck was very natural in the pocket. Pocket management is a little bit of a lost art and something I don't think people look at enough, and this is a clip of PA dagger, play action dagger, and you'll see once Beck hits the back of his drop, pressure's arriving from his left, Beck calmly moves a tad bit right and through the pocket while making the decision to check down. He did get his check down and didn't force a throw or try to make any magic from a pocket that was already collapsing. Smart moves and smart sense back in that pocket. That accuracy and his feel in the pocket, additional to Carson Beck's ability to be as efficient as he was in this game, that all led to the spectacular result and stat line. Beck was doing nearly everything he needed to do to look as good as he did, play as good as he did, and make as good as an impression as he did. Carson Beck was very efficient in his first outing as an NFL quarterback. This is a great example of what I liked so much from Beck in this game. It's one of the many keeper concepts that were called from this game, and watch as read one stumbles. Beck sees it, stops and resets his eyes deep with no real intentions of throwing, and that gives his tight end some time, and Beck immediately gets back down to him. The pass was complete and caught with space in front of the recipient. And that space is there because of Carson's quick thinking to sink the corner that was in a squat technique using his eyes. I also mentioned the amount of keepers that LaFleur called in this game, and if you don't know, keeper is just the name for bootlegs in the West Coast language. With bootlegs behind us, another efficient rep, and this one is looky to the boundary. Right when Beck hits the back foot, his motion starts and the ball comes out. It's right on his guy, and no time was wasted on the quarterback's end. One step drop, release lags a little bit, but that's very minuscule and doesn't hurt when the ball comes out this quick. Carson Beck was also very efficient downfield. This rep here is an Aggie wave swap concept and is tagged with what Matt LaFleur calls a streak route. When a corner plays on top like this, you give a slight tick and run out vertical. Beck watches his receivers maneuver and lets it fly. The throw is directed slightly inside, but still a 50+ air yard throw and complete. Can't ask for much more than that. This is a storm concept constraint with the double move outside. Carson pumps it, the corner attacks, the ball is coming out. As the receiver is getting back upfield, they connect and make quite the explosive play. Carson was just taking advantage of what he could down the field and did it efficiently so. This was another one that you could consider catchable, but perhaps a blend of a PBU and a drop. I don't know, you guys tell me. But overall, Carson was efficient. Bottom line, it did not matter if it was deep, medium, or even all the shorter stuff. You felt confident when the ball was leaving his hand, and for good reason. As a viewer, I had confidence, but it also looked like Carson Beck was playing with some confidence. The kid was flinging the ball around the yard and did so with so much of a calm demeanor. This next clip is exactly what I'm talking about. Carson Beck drops back and looks to his read one, decides no and moves across. That guy slips, Carson instantly takes the opening and dives across for the first down to convert on third down. Quick decisions and decisiveness through the play and his mind, he got across and made a play for his team. Now, all we've talked about and all I've praised up to this point is impressive, but you still have to remember that it is preseason. What does that mean? Well, it means simplicity and depth players on the field, especially in the game as early as the Hall of Fame game. Why you can see big time performances from quarterbacks in preseason and then that same quarterback blows up when he gets his opportunity is because preseason is such a different game. In preseason, you get the same basic coverages, the same basic plays on offense, and some players playing against you that haven't had as much experience experience and honestly can't read quarterbacks or offenses as well as more seasoned defenders. You can get away with quite a bit more. We saw the amount of easy keepers that Carson took and a lot of throws to an open read one. There were a few complications, and when they did come, Carson handled some good, some bad. A very popular concept, this one is dagger off of play action. Carson takes his 7 steps from under center and immediately stares at his dagger. I think the decision to throw it is more than fine with the window and how clear it is, and that's what this throw is. It's a window and a landmark throw, so he throws it to the spot his receiver's supposed to make it to. It's a good ball and an even better catch to hang on while diving for it. It's a good look for the dagger. The coverage does get tight, but Carson still put it in a good spot, and Jalen Brooks made one of his many plays on this rep here. Now, one of the few times Carson was affected negatively was versus this cover one man with a pepper concept called, and yes, it's another double move. Carson gets to the back of his drop, but before he can throw anything, pressure's already at his feet and forcing him to move off of his spot, triggering a reaction which did lead to a sack. Not all reps are created equal, and this one's a tough one to put a ton of blame on Carson, but that's the quarterback position. When the players around you fail, you're still supposed to succeed. When a coverage beats the offense's call, you're still supposed to succeed. When something the defense does is advanced, you're expected to recognize and adapt to it. With all of that said, and all of this video in conclusion, this is one of the better tapes I think Carson Beck could have put out. He impressed me. Now he needs to keep it up and consistent while also adding some spice and showing more of the nuances. But for a Hall of Fame game, this is damn good and something Cardinals fans have to keep tabs on, as this could be their starting quarterback sometime in the future. Anyways, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, go down, subscribe, watch the past content on the channel. It means a lot. I'll see you guys next time.